Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff. A crew today that's looking to make a strong statement. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the offense out for their first possession. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Runs right over the defender. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. An inside give now from the shotgun. They've got him down out near the 40. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Offense getting set. It's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Second down after that previous play. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the second quarter of this playoff game. Second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Can they keep alive this long opening drive? It's the 11th play on third down now. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now in the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the Clemson Tigers offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Second down after that completion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually he comes home with a sack.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. You make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He pulls in the catch. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
And the Tigers will line up to punt it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. To be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense gets a second chance at points here after that special teams roughing penalty. And looking to throw now on first down. He's going to lose yards there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the grab, and they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. They're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On first down, it's play action. Grab down the middle. It's Warren. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Nothing tells you more about a defense's personality than when they get tested like this. Facing a 1st and goal, all the way to 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack, relentless attitude. Now let's see what they decide to do on 4th and goal.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Long enough and good.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the offense trots back onto the field here. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. He hands it off from the gun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Ball handed off. That's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. For a 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. 3rd down play for this offense. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Receiver in motion now. And there's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. He hands it to the back. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Backs line up on either side of the quarterback. From the shotgun, handoff inside, and they'll stop him short at the line to gain.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 45. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening that spot the ball at the 22. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The game makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now.
Yeah, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After the pressure field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense has a lot of work to do and not much time to do it. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.